Ahead of the release of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and the worldwide premiere, Jason Momoa just recently talked a little bit about his continuing future to work with DC and a possible future for Aquaman. Spoiler alert, there is no future for Aquaman. So once again, this comes at us from Jason Momoa, who spoke with E.T. And they point blank just asked him, what about Aquaman in the future in James Gunn's and DC Studios' DCU? Jason's reply is, and I quote, "I don't necessarily want it to end, but I don't think it's really like a choice. They," referencing Peter Safran and James Gunn, "are starting their own new thing up. Right now, I'm like, it's not looking good." He then also added, "If there's a place in their world for me, I would love to be a part of it. This is my home. Warner and DC is definitely my home, so that's all I'll say. I was a big fan of Lobo growing up. I read every comic, so that would be really cool." Obviously referencing Lobo when they asked him in this interview while asking him about all these other things related to Aquaman. Okay, so it's looking like it's pretty much over. Looking at Aquaman 2 and the hype for it, if there is any hype, it's not looking good at all. Like, it's looking pretty dire for this film. And I think you just realistically got to look at the whole scenario, realize what's going on with the market and just interest in general, and where DC is now and where they were. A lot of bad press surrounding this, hard times, the economy, there's everything that contributes to it that we've seen hurt pretty much every film recently. And yes, before somebody brings up Godzilla -1 in the comments, yes, less than $15 million to make, yes, one of the absolute, if not the absolute best film I've seen this year. I highly recommend it, but that doesn't get quantified into this because, come on, like, really? We're going to start pulling that now? Because if we start pulling that, then let's pull indie films in here made for $100,000 and make $4 million, right? Technically, that's a bigger win than anything. So let's not go there. But Aquaman is having a hard time. We see it. I think everybody gets it. And I think the writing is clearly on the wall. They still haven't even officially announced that Ezra Miller and Levi and the rest are out. All they've said is, yeah, Dwayne Johnson, you get the boot. I don't expect them to officially announce this. I just expect them to literally come out and go, check it out. Lobo has joined Superman Legacy, one of James Gunn's all-time favorite characters, played by Jason Momoa. Here he is. He's back.